I can't believe it. I just don't believe it. I just went and saw the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And let me tell you, I love this movie as much as I'm a huge fan on Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, after looking at the scale of Rotten Tomatoes from critics and audience, they both made it positive. I was like, holy shit, that's the first. Much animated cartoons don't even make it very well when they become live action. But as everybody quite knows, that when they first saw the trailer on YouTube, when they first saw the draft of Sonic of what he was gonna look like, I just said, fuck this, I'm not seeing that movie because that is not Sonic. But when they fixed him up and I saw the trailer again, I was like, okay, now this is a whole lot better. This is exactly Sonic. And when I saw the movie with my brother and my friend, I really enjoyed the movie. The whole theater was packed there, and it sold out at 4:30, so I went to go see it at 7:15. Oh my god, what can I say about the character Sonic himself? He was amazing, especially when you hear the voice of Dewey from the new DuckTales. They didn't overdo him just to appeal just for teens. The voice actor really captured the personality of Sonic the Hedgehog himself. And I can just say right now, the design of him, how the way he looked in the movie and how the way he was well done with all the visuals and him being totally CGI was done perfect. He wasn't too realistic, he wasn't too cartoony, it was just balanced out. And if you look closely onto his forehead and his face, you can see part of his quills actually there. Wasn't too ugly as Alvin and the Chipmunks and Garfield. Wasn't too stupid as Scooby-Doo and the Smurfs, and wasn't that bland as the Bratz movie. That being said, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie gave Harley Quinn Birds of Prey a run for its money. Even though there are some kind of nitpicks about this movie, such as the story itself, but I'm just gonna let that slide. And as for Jim Carrey as Dr. Ivo Robotnik, holy Christ, he actually did his damnedest, greatest villain performance I ever seen him do. Yeah, I know he actually did Count Olaf in Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, but here, he was pretty tamed. We all know Jim Carrey is this goofy, slapstick cartoon human being character we all know and laugh at too much. But the way he performed the villain in this one, he really balanced it out. He was pretty tamed. He knew that he didn't do some stuff over the top. He just balanced it out nice and easy to actually play the egotistic, eccentric madman. Who doesn't love Jim Carrey? I adore this movie. I really love this movie, considering I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I played the games, I collect the merchandises, I even watched the Saturday morning cartoons when I was a kid. Sonic Underground, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic X. Even I read a few of the comics. And I know somehow much in the beginning about him having an owl as his adoptive mother, but in the comic books later, you actually will get to see his mother later on. Because somehow in the first issue, it never was announced this way. And I always wondered what happened to his mother and his father. Until I started reading more comics along the way, and then I actually knew what happened. No, they didn't die. I'm sorry about that. But as I saw the movie and watched through and just sat through much of the credits, there was something I have actually saw, and it made me jump and scream and laugh, and I applaud the entire movie. The theater was roaring once they saw the end credits about what happened there. I won't say what it is because there are some of you out there who haven't even seen the movie quite yet, but let me just say, it's going to get a sequel. And I'm so excited about it, as much as the Addams Family movie is getting a sequel itself too. So that is my actual thoughts on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. It is a passable movie that you gotta be fast to catch.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.